The rain was pouring down on the sleek black pavement in front of the Grand Hotel. A man named Thomas stood under the dripping awning. He looked tired. Clothes were old, his jacket had a hole in the sleeve, and he was carrying a plastic grocery. To everyone walking by, Thomas looked like a man who had lost everything. Thomas didn't lose everything. He actually owned everything. He was the CEO of the hotel chain, but he was wearing a disguise. He wanted to see how his staff treated someone who looked like they had no money. The hotel doorman, a tall man named Robert, stood in his gold-trimmed uniform. He looked at Thomas with a look of disgust. "Hey, you! Back away from the entrance," Robert barked. "You're blocking the way for the important guest." "I just wanted to stand out of the rain for a minute," Thomas said quietly. "Go stand under a tree," Robert sneered. "This is a 5-star hotel. We don't want people like you ruining the view. If you don't leave, I'll call security to drag you over." Just then, a lady named Sarah, the hotel manager, walked out. She was busy checking her expensive watch. "Is there a problem, Robert?" she asked. "This beggar won't move, ma'am," the doorman replied. Sarah looked at Thomas. She didn't see the man who paid her salary. She only saw the hole in his sleeve. "Sir, we have a reputation to keep. People pay thousands of dollars to stay here. They don't want to see someone like you at the front door. It's bad for business." "I have money to pay for a room," Thomas said, reaching into his pocket. Sarah laughed. "With what? Nickels? Please, don't be ridiculous. Move along before I lose my patience. The audience knows what is coming." The tension is high. A black car pulls up, and a man in a sharp suit jumps out. It is the regional director, the only person who knows who Thomas really is. The director runs past the doorman and the manager. He ignores them completely. He stops right in front of the man in the torn jacket and bows low. "Mr. Thomas, I am so sorry I'm late," the director said, his voice shaking. "The board of directors is waiting for you upstairs for the big meeting." Robert, the doorman, froze. Sarah, the manager, felt her heart drop into her stomach. The beggar was their boss. Thomas pulled off his wet cap. His eyes were no longer tired. They were sharp and cold. He looked at Sarah and Robert. "You said I was bad for business, Sarah, but being mean to people is what's actually bad for business." He looked at the doorman. "And Robert, you told me to go stand under a tree. Well, you can go stand under that tree with him. Both of you are fired." Thomas handed his plastic bag to the shocked director. "Inside this bag is the paperwork for the new staff I'm hiring. People who know how to be kind." Thomas walked into the warm, bright lobby. The two people who thought they were important were left standing outside in the cold rain, watching the man they treated like nothing walk away with everything.